Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NBA playoff preview and prediction for a Thursday, June 17th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top pickers right here today at bballpicks.com, and that's Chris Fatty Kalaja. Slipping a bit though, 803 in first place, and he's got Mark Nation now in second place, looking right behind him at 787, and Laura D. Danchko is sitting in third place at 786, and folks, you can follow their picks each and every day at bballpicks.com. All right, let's get to game number 6 between the Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Bucks come into this game as a 5-point favorite. The over-under set at 220. ATS forecast, computer pick, gonna lean with the Milwaukee Bucks. 113.6, 107.7. The over-under is set at 221.3. Now, looking at this matchup here, guys, we're at game number 6. And you saw last night's results, right? You saw the Clippers, losing Kawhi during the day. No one gave them a chance. They go out west and beat Utah. Last night, the debacle in Philadelphia, who saw that coming, right? And to me, when I look at that, you got to look at one main factor, coaching. And it's one of the most underappreciated factors that we don't talk enough about. And me being a football coach, I just know about preparation. And when you look at Milwaukee, Budenholzer up against Steve Nash. Now, Nash doesn't have a lot of experience, but he does have a lot of experience as a player. Even though that Phoenix in those days were they were a good team, but they weren't your top teams that were going to the finals every year. So who is on Milwaukee and who on Brooklyn are leaning towards the experience, right? And that's where you got to look at these teams and say, okay, who's been in this spot here before? Because regular season and playoffs, two different animals. It's like apples and oranges, right? In the regular seasons, you can get away with stuff. In the playoffs, you don't get away with stuff because it costs you, and it just you got to get to 4 wins, and not in the regular season where you can just play out the season and get to the end of this the regular season schedule and then look forward to the playoffs. But you start losing games, and you start doing the math and you're out real quick, right? So looking at tonight's matchup, Giannis this is a big game for Giannis. Let's not kid ourselves. He's come in the league here the last couple of years. He's really dominated, but what have you done for us lately, right? You got to win this series if you want your legacy to be that of the top and the greats. You got to win these games. These are the games looking back and say, you know what, great player couldn't win the big games. You don't want that tag on your resume, right? And now looking at the forecast here, 113 to 107. The computer pick does like Milwaukee here, but the only thing I got to worry about is that guy on the other side named Kevin Durant. This guy here, he's been to this night his first barbecue. He's been to this rodeo before. He knows what's at stake, and he's going to be in front of a hostile crowd tonight. And sometimes when you're in this situation, you don't have that pressure of your own home fans, like you saw last night in Philly. Once that the comeback was complete, every fan couldn't get out of that building quick enough, and the Sixers couldn't get in the dressing room quick enough. No high fives, no happy smiles. Just you just felt that the whole arena, the air just got sucked right out, right? And when you're the road team and you're coming into this situation, you don't have your home fans on your on your psyche knowing, okay, if we get this big lead and we start going behind, are they going to be for us or against us, or we're going to feel that pressure from the 6 person in the building, right? Now Milwaukee, they're going to feel it tonight because they are exactly in that same situation that Philly was in last night. If they get a lead, they better not ruin it, because they're going to start feeling the pressure, and it's just going to mount and mount and mount. And there's KD, right? And James Harden, and you know how it goes, right? So looking at my line on this game, I had the Bucks here at minus 5.8, but I also had Brooklyn at minus 5.04, and that's where I'm leaning tonight. You want to give me Kevin Durant at plus 5 and on the road, who's been in this situation before against an inexperienced Bucks team who haven't really done anything yet as a group. And this is a big game for Budenholzer, right? He's got to win this game. He's got to win this series, or his job could be on the line. So analytics, I can give you every analytics, but I just gave you the spiel on a situational handicapping and the psyche of teams going into this game. And again, being a football coach myself and being involved in a lot of championship games, not at the professional level, but championship game is a championship game, and you got to approach it the same way in the playoffs. And you got to come into this game just knowing that you got to win every little war, right? You got to win the wars in the paint. You got to, one-on-ones. Don't miss your free throws, right? We all know, what happened last night. You miss those free throws, it can cost you down the road, right? So anyway, I'm going to take Brooklyn here, 5.5. 5 plus 5. Not. I'll take the hook if somebody wants to give it to me. But plus 5. Brooklyn Nets. I think that's the way you want to go here tonight, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Don't forget, folks, you can join us live today, 1 o'clock Eastern, right here on our YouTube channel, and we'll go over in depth more of this game. And you can join us in the bullpen. That's what we call our chat board. And hopefully you can join us at 1 p.m. Eastern today on the Raymond Report. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. We'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report. Cheers.